कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसम् रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं पादात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायण महानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम् सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. The army was marching forward and we are still in February, so March will come slowly. So the march is going on, and they were all, as the behavior of the monkey can be understood, they were on the way. They were very powerful due to their very prowess and strength. Some way they are destroying, but at the same time enjoying the entire journey because they are very eager to accomplish the task for Bhagavan Sri Rama. Now proceeding in verse number 86, so that is where we are. Snatva pīstva udakanyatra
Natva pitvodakanyatra
jale kridanti vanaraha.
jale kridanti vanaraha.
I think this also we saw, I think. No. Anyonyam plavayanti sma.
We finished this, Swamiji. 12th.
Up to 91, right.
92.
Mahendram ata samprapya
Mahendramata samprapya
Ramo rajiva lochanaha
Ramo rajiva lochanaha
Aruroha mahabahuhu
Aruroha mahabahuhu
Karam drumapushitam
Shikaram drumabhushitam
Shikaram aruhya
Tatashikaramarухya
Ramo dasharathatmajaha
Ramo dasharathatmajaha
Kurmamina samakirnam
Kurmamina samakirnam
Apashyat salilashayam
Apashyat salilashayam
Esahyam samadikramya
Te sahyam samatikramya
Malayam cha mahagirim
Malayam cha mahagirim
Aseduranu purvena
Aseduranupuryena
Samudram bhimanisvanam
Samudram bhrimanisvanam
Avaruhya jagamashu
Avaruhya jagamashu
Velavanamanutamam
Velavanam manuttamam
Ramo ramayatam sreshtaha
रामो रमयतां श्रेष्ठः
सुग्रीवः स लक्ष्मणः
स सुग्रीवः स लक्ष्मणः
अदद् अदद्धौतो अदद्धौतोपलतलाम्
अथ दौतोपलतलां
ओ योगैः सहसोत्थितैः
तूयौघैः सह सोत्थितैः
वेलामासद्य वेलामासाद्य विपुलाम्
वेलामासाद्य विपुलाम्
ममो वचनमब्रवीत्.
रामो वचनमब्रवीत्
Reaching the mountain Mahendra, remember that is the mountain from where Hanumanji took off towards Lanka. Mahindram Mada Samprapya Ramaha Rajivalochanaha, one who has a lotus eyes, Aruroha Mahabahu Shikaram. He started to climb up the very summit of it, Druma Pushritam, filled with lot of trees. And there, Tataha Shikaramaruhya, after having climbing that part of the mountain top, Ramo Dasharathatmajaha, he started to see the huge ocean in front of him from that angle. Kurma Meena Samakirnam Salilashayam Apashyat. So the whole place with all the aquatic creatures, the entire place, the entire ocean filled with all the turtles and fishes and various other aquatic creatures. So he understands that vastness of that huge ocean. When we look at it from a higher angle only, we realize how vast it is, and the other side is unseen, the other shore is unseen. So obviously it gives a shock, how am I going to cross this? And that too with no other aids, and there is nothing, how many boats we may need if we want to go across with the boat. And also those times they did not have the ships with the radar, ships with the, what do you call that? What do you call that?
Navigation?
No, the which goes by the wind. Not Vedika.
Mast, Swamiji?
No, they did not
Sails,
motor driven.
sails.
So they did not have any ways, that was not developed at that point. They were not crossing the ocean anyways. So because the belief at that time had been that beyond the sea there is nothing. Beyond the sea there is nothing. But then obviously there was description about the entire whole of the universe, whole of the earth by Valmiki, as you know. But by his divine mission, he has already seen and explained all of that. When we saw in the Yuddhakanda, where he explained the entire south, west, north, east, everything. However, to navigate and go there was no other provision. So cannot depend on the boat. So the only way is to connect the land with the bridge. But where do we begin? So it's a very shocking, at the same time full of wonder. So then thereafter, Sate Sahyam Samadikramya Malayam cha Mahagirim, both the Sahya mountain and the southern part of it, the Malaya part of it, Malayam Mahagirim, Aseduhu Anupurvena. One by one they crossed over, or they were, Anupurvya means in succession. Samudram Bhima Niswanam Aseduhu. They reached the very ocean which had the huge roaring sound. Bhima Niswanam Samudram Aseduhu. Avaruhya Jagama Ashu Velavanam Anuttamam. And they reached the forest near the shore, the the forest that was extended long near the shore of the ocean. Ramo Ramayatam Sreshtaha Sa Sugriva Sa Lakshmanaha. Ramaha Avarukya, climbing down, he reached there. Ramaha here explained as Ramayatam Sreshtaha Ramaha, one who gives a great delight. Those which are giving little delight, among that he is a Sreshtaha. Ramayatam Vastunam Sreshtaha, Ramayanam Manushyanam Sreshtaha, Vishayanam Sreshtaha, whatever. So along with Sugriva and Lakshmana, and Ata Dhauto Palapatalam, the rocks that were there which were being washed continuously by the waves, Toyogaihi, Sahasa Uttitaihi, suddenly appearing what the waves that are washing the various rocks that were there, continuously giving them bath as such. Vela Masatya, reaching the very shore, Vipulam Velam, the very long extended ocean shore. Ramo Vachanam Abravid. Now, then next what is to be done, which is very important at this point, because until then, they, at least he, had only a conceptual idea of ocean. Ocean he has not seen, he was in Ayodhya, growing up, etc., and also in the forest. Never he had come to the ocean side. Now, they have, even the monkeys, they have not come and seen the real vast ocean. So, now, having arrived all of them, Ete Vayamanupraptaha
एते वयमनुप्राप्ताः
Sugriva Varunalayam
सुग्रीववरुणालयम्
Edanim Vichintasa
इहेदानीं विचिन्तासा
Napurvam Upastita
यानः पूर्वम् उपस्थिता
Adapashyatiroyam
अतः
Adapparamatiroyam
अतः परमतीरोऽयम्
Sagarap Saritam Patihi
सागरः सरितां पतिः
Nachayam Anupayena
नाचायम् अनुपायेन
Sakyasti Saritumarnavaha
शक्यस्तरितुमर्णवः
Tadihaiva Nive Tadihaiva Niveshostu
तदिहैव निवेशोऽस्तु
Prastuyatamiha
मन्त्रप्रस्तूयतामिह
Yatedam Vanarabalam
यतेदं वानरबलम्
Paramparam Avapniyat
परम्पारमवाप्नुयात्
Ivasa Mahabahuhu
इतीव स महाबाहुः
Sitaharana Karshitaha
सीताहरणकर्षितः
Amasagaramasādhya
रामः सागरमासाद्य
Vasamajñāpyayattata
वासमाज्ञापयत्तदा
Sarvasena Niveshyantam
सर्वा सेनानिवेश्यन्ताम्
Velayam Aripungava
वेलायां हरिपुङ्गव
Samprapto Mantrakalonah
सम्प्राप्तो मन्त्रकालो नः
Sagarasyeha Langane
सागरस्येह लङ्घने
Swam Senam Samutsuchya
वां स्वां सेनां समुत्सृज्य
Ma cha kaschid kuto vrajet
मा च कश्चित् कुतो व्रजेत्
Gachantu vanarashuraha
गच्छन्तु वानराशूराः
Eyam channam vayam chanaha
ज्ञेयं छन्नं भयं च नः
Ete this very Vayam Anuprataha Varunalayam, this very abode of great quantity of water, we have a Sugriva, we have reached. Now, Iha Idanim Vichintasa, we need to think about what is there in front of us. Ya Naha Purvam Upastita. This is to be thought of what is that we need to do with respect to how we will meet this challenge now. Paramatiraha ayam sagaraha saritam patihi. It is the Lord of the waters. The ocean is considered as the king of waters. Saritam patihi. Why? Because just like all the beings are human beings and other living beings are ruled by the king in a country, all rivers are ruled by the ocean, because from that ocean only the water originates, right? Water in the ocean is what evaporates and comes back as a rain, and then further rivers are created. Not only that is, then that is where it ends also. So from where it is created and where it ends, that is the Lord of everything. So if people are there in a country or in a living space in geographical area, obviously the king is the one who provides them work, because of which they can sustain, and then they come back and pay taxes. So their sustenance is created, and the kingdom will live only when the earned money comes back to him, comes back to the king, and then he distributes it for the welfare of the people, maintaining the roads, maintaining the facilities and this and that. So the king is the complete ruler of everything. What do you mean by ruler? Is not just a judge or something. Ruler means one who creates provisions for their sustenance, and at the same time he is the one who maintains the facilities for them to survive. So here Saritam Patihi, that is why it's called, ocean is called the king of the ocean, water, because of him alone even all the rivers, and without the water the human beings cannot live. So obviously he is a Pati in the sense that the water is the one which sustains life, and the ocean is the one which has that water, which creates the rivers and creates the livelihood or people to sustain. So we have, therefore, Sri Rama had great reverence for that very ocean, and he actually salutes to him before he does anything. So, nacha ayam anupayena shakyaha taritum arnavaha. This arnava, this ocean cannot be crossed unless we devise a plan. We have to have some upayam. Anupayena na shakyaha taritum. So, now we have not thought about it so far, how to cross and how to go about. We know that we have to do it. Tad iha eva nivesha astu. Therefore, let us camp here in this very place. Mantra prastuyatam iha. Let us deliberate on how to go about our plan. Now, yata idam manarabalam param avapniyat, by which deliberation we will decide how to make the crossing over possible. Iti iva sa mahabahuhu sita aharana karshitaha. So one who is interested in Sri Rama, one who is interested in bringing back Sita from the land of the Rakshasas, or Sita Harana Karshita, Sitayaha Haranat Karshitaha. Because of one, he is already very thinned down, emaciated due to the very fact that Sita has been kidnapped. So, Akarshita, Karshita. I was thinking Akarshana means to attract, to bring back. So here, Sita Harana Karshita. One who is emaciated, become weak due to the fact that Sita has been already been taken away. And so, we are to say that Bhagavan Rama is at this present moment exhausted, in the sense tired at this point, and having traveled so long from all the way from Kishkinda to the this tip of the country, he presently wants some kind of a thinking to be done. So what is known as baitak? Some baitak karna chahiye. Baitak means sit down and let us discuss. Ramaha sagaramasadya vasam ajñapayat tata. So therefore he commanded to everyone, let us all settle down at this point after reaching this ocean. Sarvaha senaha niveshyantam. Let all the senas be camping here, velayam, at this or in this very shore of the ocean. He Haripungava, addressing Sugriva. Samprapto mantrakalahanaha sagarasya iha langane. So mantrakalaha means the time for counseling, collecting everybody according to their own individual perception. We have to do mantra. Mantra here to be understood, ministering. Administering means ministering means administering. Administration. For this, ministers are necessary. So the people who are going to give the correct advice must be brought in, and we should deliberate on this. Now, all of you, this is a very interesting thing. All of you, swam senam samutsrijya ma kaschit kutaha na vrajet. Ma kaschit vrajet. Individually belonging to each of your camps, never you leave this place. Now, see, whenever we have a camp, we tell that people, or even yatra, don't go on your own anywhere, because we are responsible for your well-being at this point. And if you, I want to go somewhere and I want to see my friend, I want to see something else which is not in the itinerary, chalo, jao. He says, when you go there, you are bringing here, especially Bhagavan Krishna Shama says, Kachantu vanarashuraha nyayam. If you, in case you go, understand you have already brought a danger to the entire clan. Channam bhayam chanaha nyayam. You understand that, because as we know, Ravana has already lot of dutas or spies everywhere, and he might have already noticed that the huge army starting from Kishkinda coming down to Lanka and the shores of the ocean. He would have definitely noticed that. He would know. So he would have ordered the Devatas, they look at you through your satellites, just check what's going on down there, like US does. Any movement of any army in a large movement takes place, they know it. Hey, what is China doing there at the border of India? Moving? They will know before anybody else. So here all these Rakshasas are all over the place watching, because they cannot do anything when crores of monkeys moving about. They cannot come and risk themselves, but they will inform. So if anybody goes away from this place, they will be in danger, and we will be in danger because of them. So they let them all be camped here, no one moves out. Ramasya vachanam shrutva Sugriva saha Lakshmanah Senam niveshayat tire Agarasya drumayute Viraraja samipastam Agarasya chatadbalam Madhupandubala Sriman Vitiya iva sagaraha Velavanam upagamya Tadaste haripungavaha
ततस्ते हरिपुङ्गवाः
विष्टाश्च परम्पारम्
निविष्टाश्च परम्पारम्
काङ्क्षमाणा महोदतेः
काङ्क्षमाणा महोदधेः
येषां निविशमानानां
तेषां निविशमानानां
सैन्यः सन्नाहनिस्वनः
सैन्यस्तन्नाह निस्वनः
अन्तर्धाय महानादम्
अन्तर्धाय महानादम्
आर्णवस्य प्रशुश्रुवे
अर्णवस्य प्रशुश्रुवे
सा वानराणां
सा वानराणां ध्वजिनी
सुग्रीवेणाभिपालिता
सुग्रीवेणाभिपालिता
इदानिविष्टा महती
त्रिधा निविष्टा महती
रामस्यातपराभवत्
रामस्यार्थपराभवत्
सा महार्णवमासाद्य
सा महार्णवमासाद्य
पृष्टा वानरवाहिनी
दृष्टा वानरवाहिनी
वायुवेगसमादूतम्
वायुवेगसमाधूतम्
पश्यमाना महार्णवम्
पश्यमाना महर्णवम्
सुग्रीवः सह लक्ष्मणः रामस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा Sugriva, after having listened to the words of Sugriva and Lakshmana, listening to Sri Rama, Senam Niveshayat Tire. So they made the entire army camp at the shore of the ocean, Sagarasya Tire, Drumayude Sagarasya Tire, which is filled with a lot of trees, and that's why it's called Velavana, the forest adjacent to the shore. And that is very important to understand at this point, that the place is unoccupied. It's so serene and completely virgin area. And therefore, they were able to use perhaps the trees, etc., or the wood, etc., for them to camp there, because it is not possible otherwise carrying anything. So they're not carrying camping material. No. So they have to create the camping material there. So that is why it is so beautiful. They are near the forest with the leaves and the various available twigs and wooden pieces and all that. They have to create that camp. So Samipastam Sagarasya Viraraja Tat Balam, the very Sainya which is now seen, slowly building up their camp there, it is looking like Madhupandu Jala Sriman Dvidiya Iva Sagaraha. The huge area which is kind of covered by the thousands and thousands of the monkeys camping there appear like the second ocean. Madhupandu Jalaha. So it is because they are all what color? They are brownish yellow. So it looked like Madhupandu. So it is like a white plus yellow mixed kind of color it was there of the second ocean, because they are also large in numbers. So that looked like another large ocean similar to that of the ocean that was there already. And Velavana Upagamya Tadahate, having reached that forest, Haripungava Minivishtaha Paramparam Kangshamana Mahodade. Mahodade Paramparam Kangshamana. Even as they were desiring to cross over to the other side of the ocean, they were settling down there. Tesham Niveshamananam, there while they were staying, Sainya Sannaha Niswanam, the very armor they were wearing, and they were armor, meaning they are wearing certain kind of armor in their body, which is called Sannaha. So Sainya Sannaha Niswanaha, when they were moving about, that was also making noise. That noise was drowning the noise of the ocean. Mahanadam Arnavasya Antardaya Prasushruve. So that sound of the monkeys who are moving about drowned the sound of the ocean as such, because they are in such huge numbers and they were not, quiet, silent, nothing like that. They were making lot of noise there. And Sa Vanaranam Dvajani, the army, Dvajini means Dvajini. Dvaja means the flag. Dvajam niyate. So they were carrying the flag of Sugriva. So carrying the flag of Kishkinda. So who carries the flag of any country? The army. So the army is known as Dvijini. So Sa Vanaranam Dvijini Sugrivena Abhipalita, which is basically protected by Sugriva. Trida Nivishtas Mahati, they were staying in 3 different camps. It is said that they were a whole army of bears, whole army of monkeys with a long tail, and whole army of regular monkeys. So regular, long-tailed, langula it's called. So langula, la angula, angula means the tail, langula, so langula, and so Ramasya Artha Parabhavat. They were all having one intent, that is making Rama's purpose complete. So that is the 3 divisions of the army, because they did not have the 4-division army which Ravana had: chariots, horses, elephants, and foot soldiers. No, that was not the case. They were all only 3. What is that? Bears, monkeys of 2 kinds. So these are the 3 divisions of the army. Sa Maharnavamasadya Hrushta Vanaravahini. They were so delighted. Vayuvega Samadodam Pashyamana Maharnavam. So they continue to watch this ocean, which is being also moved here and there by the wind. That is, obviously, when you are next to the ocean only, you will realize, especially when you go to, you might have already noticed, when we went to Kanyakumari, which is the tip of the country there, Bharat, where all the 3 oceans are meeting there, that is Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and Indian Ocean. The wind movement is unbelievable, because it's a bay, that particular area, Cape of Cameroon, Kanyakumari, the tip of, we also seen in South Africa when we went that that Cape Town at the top of the small hill, or at the tip, the wind moves in every direction possible, throw you out. Literally will, if you are not very properly, if you are just standing or sitting is not proper, it will just take you out and throw out somewhere. That much of the power of the wind you can even imagine there. You cannot even imagine. So obviously, Vayuvega Samadhutam Maharnavam, which is being moved here and there by the huge amount of wind that was passing through, because that is a tip. There is no land to stop it. At the tip of that's called Cape Cameron. So the tip of the place is where the movement of the wind is not stopped at all, because all side is only ocean. So also when you travel into the ocean, you will see there is no possibility of controlling the wind at all, because you can be easily toppled. Anything can be toppled down easily, unless they have some techniques of managing the wind and using that for the movement of the ship. Duraparam asambhadam
Duraparam asambhadam
raksho nishevitam
Raksho Gananishevitam
pashyanto varunavasam
Pashyanto Varunavasam
nipedur yutapaha.
Nishedurhariyuthapaha.
Nishedu is written. Okay, correct. Chandana Grahaghoram
चण्डनक्रग्राहघोरम्
Kshapado Divasakshaye
क्षपादौ दिवसक्षये
Asantam Iva Fenogaihi
असन्तमिव फेनौघैः
Nityantam Iva Chormibihi
नृत्यन्तमिव चोर्मिभिः
Chandrodaye Samadhutam
चन्द्रोदये समुद्धूतम्
Pratichandra Samakulam
प्रतिचन्द्रसमाकुलम्
Chandanila Mahagrahaihi
चण्डानिलमहाग्राहैः
Kirnam Timingilai Kirnam Timingilaihi
कीर्णं तिमितिमिङ्गलैः
Mingilai okay. Deeptabhogairivakirnam
दीप्तभोगैरिवाकीर्णम्
Ujangairvarunalayam
भुजङ्गैर्वरुणालयम्
Avagadam Mahasatvaihi
अवगाढं महासत्त्वैः
Anashaila Samakulam
नानाशैलसमाकुलम्
Sudurgam Durgamargam
सुदुर्गं दुर्गमार्गम्
Tamagadam Asuralayam
तमगाधम् असुरालयम्
Makarir Nagabogaischa
मकरैर्नागभोगैश्च
Vigada Vatalolitaha
विगाढावातलोलिताः
Utpeduscha Nipetuscha
उत्पेतुश्च निपेतुश्च
Rishta Jalarashayah
प्रहृष्टा जलराशयः
Dura Param Asambhadam the very Rakshogana Nishevitam. So the entire the ocean, which is considered as the very abode of all the various not only aquatic creatures, but also it is the place where it is said the ocean is where the entry point, when you go down, it goes to Patala. The ocean is the outermost part of a land of Patala, and then water is on the top, as such, if you think of it. Deeper you go, deeper and deeper, it becomes the abode of all the Rakshasas. So, therefore, Rakshogana Nishevitam Duraparam Asambhadam, the very shores are unobstructedly extended. Duraparam Asambhadam, and there is no limit. And Varunavasam, the very abode of all waters, Nisheduhu Ariput Yotapaha, they started to scan it. What is that? How is that we are going to take care of this? Chanda Nakra Graha Ghoram, and terrible kind of sharks and crocodiles. And these are all Kshapa Adau at the beginning of the night, Divasakshaye at the end of the day, Asantam Iva Fenaihi, Fena Ogaihi, Nityantam Iva Cha Urmibihi. Oh, the very waves that are slashing onto the shores, it looks like they were all laughing. Asantam Iva. Fena means the foams coming and hitting the shore of the ocean. It looked like ha 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 ha. And the very waves that are coming, they are looking like dancing there. So these are all beautiful descriptions there. Chandra Udaye, at the time the moon was rising up, Samadhutam rising up, all the various the waves that are coming up from the ocean, reflecting the sunlight, moonlight. Prati Chandra Samakulam, reflecting the moonlight during the time when the moon has risen up. Chandanilam Chandanila Mahagrahai. So they were all blue sharks, they were all there, which are Chanda, which was very terrible. And Mahagrahai, Kirnam, they was filled with all those, and also Timingilaihi. Timi means fish. With various fishes and those which are swallowers of those fishes. Timing Gilati iti Timingila. Gilati means swallows alive. So these sharks are so huge, any size of the fish, that's it. It will just go inside. It will slowly will eat. It's not. It's like a cow. It just grass. It just is grassing only, and afterwards only it will start swallowing it. Digesting it. First, when you open the mouth, the whole set of fishes go inside. It will close. Then it will go to slowly in one corner, probably in the water, and slowly the muscles inside the stomach will start digesting it. So that is why Timingilaihi. Deeptabogaihi va kirnam. It is like the huge mouth has been opened up completely, and of the even not only there were sharks and huge, kind of various animals, aquatic animals, including that there were huge snakes. Bhujangaihi varunalayam deepta bogaihi iva akirnam. So that's like a huge mouth opened up for all the snakes that were there. Avagadam, it is very deep. And Mahasattvehi, with all the very huge creatures of aquatic water creatures, Nana Shaila Samakulam. And at the same time, it is filled with, so around it, there were so many different Shaila, there is where mountains are also covering the entire ocean on the sides. Sudurgam, hard to cross. Durgamargam, hard to cross over again. Sudurgam, Durgamargam. It is at the same time hard to cross and hard to find a way there. Tam Agadam Asuralayam. The deep is the way that the ocean leads one to Patal. Asuralayam is Patala, where the Asuras remain there. So that is why it is considered as Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Talatala, Srasatala, Patala. Patala is the last one among the 7 worlds below. So the ocean seemed to cover all the lower worlds from Patala onwards up to the earth. Up the earth is a midpoint. Beyond that, then the 7 upper worlds start from earth onward. So below are all the nether worlds which were occupied by the Asuras. And also the other aquatic creatures, etc., are considered as the uppermost part of the 7 worlds below. So earth onward, it is, as I said, the other upper worlds are. So 7 worlds below are included in the water. Makaraihi Nagabogaischa. Nagaboga means all the snakes. Makara, all the sharks. Vigada, they are moving about therefore there. Vigada Vatalolitaha, they are being forcefully moved, moving about, being thrown here and there by the wind that was there. Vatalolitaha. Utpeduscha nipetuscha. Along with the waves, they were coming up and then going down, coming up and then going down. Prahrishta jalarashayaha. The wind is going there and there, and the monkeys were watching them with great delight. Or even the ocean itself is as delightfully getting up, throwing up itself, and then going down itself, again throwing up. In that, the snakes and the sharks are also, they were also going up and down. So this is how they is being witnessed there by the monkeys also. Agnichurnam iva viddham
Agnichurnamivaviddham
Baswarambu mahoragam. Sorry.
Bhatvarambu Mahoragam
Surari nilayam ghoram.
Turarinilayam Ghoram
Atala vishayam sada.
Patala Vishayam Sada
Sagaram chambara prakyam.
Sagaram Chambara Prakyam
Ambaram sagaropamam.
Ambaram Sagaropamam
Sagaram chambaram cheti.
Sagaram Chambaram Cheti
Vishesham adrishyata.
Nirvishesham Adrishyata
Sambruktam Sampruktam what is
Sapyab
Sapyambya. Nam
Pyamba
Sampruktam Nabasapyambaha.
Sampruktam Nabhasapyambaha
Sampruktam Chanabo Basa.
Sampruktam Chanabhom Bhasa
Adrugrupe Smadrishyete.
Tatruggrupe Smadrishyete
Tararatna Samakule.
Tararatna Samakule
Samutpaditamegasya.
Samutpatitameghasya
Vichimalakulasya cha.
Vichimala Kulasya cha
Vishesho na dvayorasti asit.
Vishesho na Dvayorasit
Sagarasyambarasya cha.
Sagarasyambarasya cha
Anyonyairahata saktaha.
Annyonyairahata Saktaha
Sasvanurbhimanisvanaha.
Tasvanurbhimanisvanaha
Urmaya sindurajasya.
Urmaya Sindhurajasya
Mahabirya ivambare.
Mahabherya Ivambare
Ratnoga jalasannadam.
Ratnoghajalasannadam
Vishaktam iva vayuna.
Vishaktam iva vayuna
Padantamiva kruddam.
Utpatantamiva kruddham
Yado ganasamakulam.
Yado ganasamakulam
Tadrushuhu te mahatmanah.
Tadrishuste mahatmanaha
Patahata jalashayam.
Vatahata jalashayam
Anilodhutamākāṣe.
Anilodbhutamakashe
Pravalkantam ivormibhi.
Pravalantam ivormibhihi
Tato vismayamapannaha.
Tato vismayamapannaha
Parayo dadrushustitaha.
Harayo dadrushustitaha
Prantormi jalasannādam.
Prantormijalasannadam
Pralolam iva sagaram.
Pralolamiva sagaram
So the moonlight that was reflecting on the waves also make it appear like fire sparks, because the tip of the waves probably still shining with the light of the moon. If from the distance it looked like there are sparks coming out. Agni churnam iva aviddham. Then Baswara ambu, the water which is shining, Baswara ambu, mahoragam, and also then it is filled with all the snakes are also there. Surari nilayam ghoram. It is obviously the abode of the Sura Ari. Sura Ari means Rakshasas. Suranam Ari. So Surari nilayam, that is Rakshasa layam, Patalam. Iva Patala Vishayam Sada. So that is obviously when the sparks are coming out as though, and the top of that the snakes are also there, it looked like the entry point of the Patala. Sagaram cha ambara prakyam. This Sagara, the entire ocean, at that point of late evening and beginning of the night, the 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 connection point cannot be known. It's as though the sky has moved into the ocean. The ocean has moved into the sky. The point of reference is no more of limit. It's interesting when you look at the ocean. When it's a completely blue sky is there, also you will not know where the ocean ended and where the sky starts. It look like one single, as there is this ocean itself has become the sky, sky itself has become the ocean. So that's why he says, Sagaram cha ambara prakyam. It looked like the ocean looked like the ambara sky. Ambaram sagaropama. And the sky also is looking like an ocean. Sagaram cha ambaram cha idi nirvishesham. It is impossible to even distinguish. Adrishyata is seen like that. And one more example he is giving. Sampruktam namasa abhi ambaha. Sampruktam nabasa abhi ambaha. Sampruktam cha nabaha ambasa. So they are connected to each other. Sampruktam, they are so easily, both of them are closely attached to each other. What? Water is attached to the sky, and sky is attached to the water. So from a distance, when you look at it, obviously there is, both of them are closely connected to each other. So tadruk rupe sma drishyate, in that way they are seen. And Tara Ratna Samakule. So the Tara, or in the night when you see the sky is flooded with all the various stars, and the ocean is studded with all various gems. So the gems of the ocean and the stars of the ocean sky, they look alike. So that is the beauty of this description here. Samutputita megasya, and also the clouds that are appearing on the sky, vichimala kulasya cha, and the waves that are appearing on the ocean, white in color, both of them. The clouds are also covering up the sky, and the waves white in color due to the foams, etc., and reflection of the moonlight, which is of the ocean, they also look alike. So, Visheshona dayor asid. There is no distinction between these two. Sagarasya ambarasya cha, of the ocean, of the sky. So, this is the beauty of the night where you see the ocean with so much of reflection of the moonlight. Anyonehi ahata saktaha. They are not, both of them are ahataha. They are not disturbing each other, breaking each other. Saswanu bhima niswanaha. So, and also it is the ocean which is filled with, like that of the sky will be the thunder, and the ocean will be with the breaking of the waves. Urmayah Sindhurajasya Maha Verya Iva Ambare. And when the thunder of the ocean is heard, it is like the Beri. Beri means a kettle drum of the king of the ocean, as though these play, all the soldiers of the king of the ocean, they are playing the kettle drum. What is that? All the waves are making the sound, that kind of a sound. So, Ratnoga Jalasamnadam, filled with the ocean, filled with all the precious gems. Vishaktam iva vayuna, as though they are concentrated in one place. Some places they are all as though they're all in one place. Shaktam iva vayuna, because vayu or the wind makes sure that all these gems are coming together in one place. Utpantamida ukritam yadogana samakulam. It will look like the entire yadogana means all the aquatic creatures are coming together. Utpantam iva, kriddam, out of anger, out of agitation, coming together. It is seen, the drushuhu, Mahatmana are seen by these monkeys, vatahata jalashayam, the water that is being thrown here and there by the wind. Anilo uddhutam akashe, in the sky being disturbed by the anila, that is the wind, the entire ocean rising up. Pravalgantam iva urmibihi, and they are also pravalgantam, they are also leaping on the waves. So all the various aquatic rays are also jumping above the waves there. Tato vismayamapannaha harayaha. Looking at this very phenomena, all the monkeys were so delighted there. Dadrushuhu stitaha, standing there at the very ocean shore. Branta urmijala sannadam. So the waves that are branta urmi, so crazy waves that are in the form of chain of waves, and then they are making such an amount of sound. It looked like Sagara is very much agitated over the camp of the monkeys. Pralolam iva Sagaram. So Sagaram pralolam iva. The agitation of the ocean is seen very well. Obviously, it has nothing to do with the camp of the monkeys, but then as they were standing there, they were all very excited to see this phenomena of the ocean, which they have never seen before. Sitting in the forest and in the mainland, even we, many times when you go to the ocean, we get very excited to see the vastness and see our own being as so little in front of them. Insignificant we become when we look at the vastness of the creation. Aganita
guna bhushan Rama Ashrita Vatsala
Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rama Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama Dasharatha Nandana Sri Rama Dashamukhamardana Jaya Jaya Rama Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama Kamita Phalada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Sri Rama Pattabhirama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Jeevana Sita Rama Jaya Raghurama Jaya Siya Rama Vanara Sevita Sri Rama Varidhi Vandana Jaya Jaya Rama Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama Jaya Raghurama Jaya Siya Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।